here. It will be interesting to see team comps. I've seen so much Reyna today, not of course to be expected. Really, really strong pick. It will be interesting to see which kind of information gatherers they go for. If they're going for the Cypher, Sova, or if they're running both. What do you think you'll see?
Honestly, I think we're going to see Reyna.
Yeah.
We're going to see those duelists here on out. I know for a fact Ziff, he is a destructive duelist, so we can expect him to see on that either Jet or Raze. I do expect to see Reyna's, like I mentioned. I think Cypher is the play, honestly. He can hold a site on his own, get the intel when necessary, especially those camera locations here on Bind. And I know for a fact these two teams are in top 8, so they have strats up their sleeves that they're ready to pull out. And I'm really excited what they're going to bring here today. But as you can see, the overview of Bind, we have Site A, and over here we have Site B flying over Hookah. Lovely map, as we all know, fan favorite. We know it all too well, personally as well, playing in rotation in Valorant.
Is it too soon to call Bind Dust 2? Can we just...
No, what I heard, every map is Dust 2 from what I heard. From what I heard every map is Dust 2, you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's you know, tight corridors, sharp corners.
And then you have long.
Yeah, exactly. You know, even with Ascent is tons of corners. Up, somebody backed out or did not.
Huge corners, yeah.
Agent select is what I'm guessing. Oh, no, we're hopping back in. Okay, we're good. But yeah, you know, Ascent itself, tight corners, and then you have mid, and that's your only long, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, peak mid, and you're either going to get opt, or, you know, you're going to have a gunfight, and hopefully you get that one tap with the Vandal in mid. But, yeah, definitely Ascent is a very obscure map, but a lot of fun, in my opinion.
Not to keep harping on Ascent, but I will say what really makes Ascent interesting is the ability for the attacking team to cut off that defensive rotation.
Okay.
There's so many, if you look at the other 3 maps, the defending side usually has a safe corridor in the back of the map to get from site to site. In Ascent, that corridor is split up by mid, and that gives the attacking team a really nice opportunity to get a cheeky pick there while, you know, catching the defending team out of position. But enough about Ascent.
Enough about Ascent. We're
actually
Bind.
on Bind.
We're at here Bind.
If you didn't know,
we have
chat.
teleporters, we have sand, we have hookah, we have market, and we have colorful powder that you can just poke and shoot and flies up. But here we go.
FGB poking his head towards hookah, thinks better of it, gonna walk towards long. Definitely a B heavy side push for Destined so far. Very committed to this side, as Triumph is soon gonna be spotting this out. Zeno is so close to spotting someone out. Meanwhile, Ziff is gonna get the opening kill onto Derek. Zeno will trade out DSR, but Ziff gonna pick up the double kill on Zeno.
So no Reyna's in this composition.
Do we know what we're talking about when we say that we know that there's going to be a Reyna?
You know, I expected a Reyna, but no Reyna's here. Ziff running the Jet, simple, taking out Dweeful right there with classic pistol, and Spike is being placed on Site B. Exalt, gonna try and force someone out of the back corridor. No one there though.
3v3 going into this retake for Destined, or excuse me, for Triumph. Destined holding B-side. Capo gonna get it started. FGB taking out Romanov and Hookah.
Wow, FGB, I don't know what happened, but he won that exchange and he should have been dead, but great stuff. But gets taken out by Capo. Ziff defending the spike.
This is really tricky for Ziff. They are going to push onto him. He's quick dash out. Not going to be able to stop the defuse. Unfortunately, Simple will clean it up. Round 1 going to the newcomers, Triumph.
So crazy exchange there onto B, especially early on.
Yeah.
Very great stuff. Very quick spike plant from Destined, but unfortunately was not able to hold. And Triumph will win that first round, and we'll be buying out. See Spectres going on their end. And Destined's going to save again. Say, all right, guys, we'll take it in round 3.
Looks like Derek is going to start stacking up some money, possibly for an op. You have Simple and Derek still hanging. Oh, there he goes to the SMG. Simple now hanging on with a decent chunk of change, 1,900 credits in the bank. I think a smart play for now. Destined, meanwhile, keeping it light with the pistols. They are going to go towards B again. And 3 of them, too. It's Hookah.
Being aggressive.
Being the leader.
Aggressive, pushing hard with the classic.
Yeah, there's really no other option with the pistols. You have to catch your opponent off guard. You're not going to win those straight-up trades, so you have to do something a little cheeky. Derek trying to get the slow out, kind of misses below window. He will set up for an excellent grenade from Zeno to start the round off.
Yep, and the push is on, and members are getting taken out left and right. Derek winning against Exalt. Dweeful taking on Zeno.
Depot does pick up the gun as well. Really clean headshot. He's going to take some damage. Will get spotted out the drone. Capo cleans him up in the smoke, and nothing to worry about for Triumph going up 2-0.
An unfortunate series of events for Ziff. You know, he hit that window on Hook and was unable to really get that, you know, height he wanted to with Jet, and was taken out from that Raze paint canister. So Destined down by 2, but it's still early in the game. Let's see what they can pull out here. We see a full buy on both teams. Phantoms everywhere. Everybody loves a Phantom. Oh, we see a couple Vandals too. That's cute. Okay, that must be a glitch then on the observer. All right.
Yeah, interesting. You're seeing a lot of Phantoms on the side of Destined, but if you look at, or excuse me, on the side of Triumph?
Yeah, Triumph.
Yeah, so seeing a lot of Phantoms there. Ziff going to take some damage to that shock dart. He is not deterred though, going to be peeking out towards middle A.
And they're playing really slow now. Before they were really aggressive, but now taking it slow this round, round 3. Spike is still hanging out middle.
Yeah. Destined not wanting to give up too much here with this buy, because if they lose this round, it's basically back to starting for them. Going to get taken out by the flash. Will take out the Roomba as well to try to get some info down. Meanwhile, Capo takes out DSR.
Wow.
Zeno with a double kill. The grenade doing a lot of the work there for him. Cleaning up onto FGB. Really tough position now for Destined. It'd be tough to imagine how they can win this round. Now Ziff all by himself tries to get a double, but he's going to have to run away from this. Probably just going to try to get some sneaky kills as he tries to stay alive and keep his gun. Really succinct defense from Triumph there.
Crazy stuff from Triumph. That Raze with the double kill, using that paint canister and shooting through smoke and getting 2 members of Destined. Great start to defend the site. And Triumph is just honestly killing it right now. Great stuff.
These are the newcomers to the VSS. You know, Destined has a lot of experience in this tournament, making it to grand finals more than once, but Triumph definitely holding their own. Really smart play from Zeno there. I definitely wouldn't have had the guts to stick there through the flash. I think if I get flashbanged in that position, I'm saying, okay, they're pushing mid. Now I gotta go. But he just pushed through it with his face, got the grenade out, and got the double kill. Really intelligent, gutsy play from Zeno.
Absolutely.
Starting out really strong.
Just a great way to use utility, and here comes the operator from Simple watching that A short, hoping to catch somebody peeking, but we do see members of Destined posturing around hookah and B sites. Oh my goodness, Zeno. Madman. My goodness.
Zeno in the groove here, getting all the kills he pleases. Now Destined pushing out through B, but they are held back a little bit by the defense of Triumph. Not a lot of cracks to go through this wall here, firing some shots out towards B. They still haven't brought Spike along as Capo is going to get the kill onto DSR. Dweefo does get a cheeky headshot onto Derek, but again, the bomb is not with them here. They are going to have to wait. Capo, meanwhile, making it even harder for them, taking out FGB. FGB having a tough time getting rolling in this game. Zeno, meanwhile, playing out of his mind.
And the transporter is going to be used by Ziff, who's taking it straight over to A. Has the Sheriff on hand. We'll have to be careful. Dweefo going to hold this corner. Hopefully somebody peeks and he gets that frag. But, okay, Ziff going to respond, trying to fake him out. But it seems like it's working. 2 members heading on over to A, watching it anyways. Dweefo fighting over here.
Dweefo does get spotted, and that brings the other 2 members of Triumph back around. So they will force the rotate here. Dweefo, or excuse me, Ziff getting the Sheriff kill. These Sheriffs are so big. Capo does get Dweefo for the 3K, but the Spike plant is a really nice feather in the cap for Destined.
This is tough. This is tough. Oh no. Ziff. Be careful.
Oh, they do put the squeeze on him eventually, but not a bad round for Destined, pretty much on a, you know, light buy with some upgraded pistols there. So happy to make a dent in the economy of Triumph, but Triumph keeps the train rolling 4-0 over Destined, over previous grand finals attendance Destined.
I mean, Triumph is killing it. They're using their utility well. Their gun game is amazing. They're shooting through smoke. They're controlling their spray. Their placement of the crosshair is just on another level at this moment in time. And we can see Capo's absolutely crushing it. Zeno 6 and 3, 0 assists. So that means he's out there getting those frags like he's supposed to.
Yeah.
He's a duelist. He's raised. That's what he's
No
supposed to do.
scraps left over. No prisoners.
He's eating. So Destined, they need to think of another plan because it's not working out for them.
Ziff, it definitely looks like the Destined plan is to put the weight on Ziff. Ziff having a tough time, though. He is getting, he has averaging a kill per round. He is getting the frags, but there hasn't been the follow-up from Destined thus far. You have to wonder if Triumph is just getting the edge with the utility, having the Sova and Cypher, whereas Destined does have the Jet and Cypher on their side, so not as much vision going out to the side of Destined. We'll see how they make the adjustment. Derek, though, takes out the Destined top fragger Ziff, and that is an excellent start for Triumph.
And they're still hanging around B. Ooh, and Exalt getting that peek onto Derek.
Exalt, the quicker gun in that trade. Zeno also going to get aggressive towards Hookah. Not going to find anything for his time, but it does put him in a really nice spot for the defense. I will be interested to see. It looks like Destined is still committed to this B site, but they have yet to actually make a push onto the site.
48 seconds left into the round. We see the Rays hanging out in Hookah, waiting for them to push.
Prepared for Hellfire.
Hellfire sent out. Ooh, and Zeno. Great step on the Thweepo.
Really smart positioning from Zeno, pushing through Hookah there with his usual aggressive style. Meanwhile, he's trying to pick up the kill on the Spike carrier, unable to do so. Spike will go down. Cypher comes out on the side of Triumph. Let's see if they can retake here. Destined getting a little cornered here, but they do have their reach setting up.
Oh my god.
DSR. Oh, Simple with an excellent op kill.
Was that a no-scope? That was no-scope.
Oh my goodness. Let's see if he can stick this through.
Oh my goodness.
No
Simple.
way.
Wow. The goal, the sheer goal from Simple. Not only getting that no-scope op kill, but then finishing it off with the defuse and wall bang with the Sheriff. What a crazy turn of events. Triumph absolutely dominating against Destined here on Bind.
What a play from Simple. Almost a grand slam of sorts, getting the no-scope, defuse, wallbang, headshot.
Those are the moments you live for. Those are the moments you live for.
I would put that on my resume if I was Simple. Like, hey, by the way, in the VSS, I not only in the same round did I get the defuse, I also got a wallbang, headshot, and a no-scope. So you will want to consider me for whatever I'm applying for. DSR going to start off the 6th round. They headshot on Derek through the smoke. Zeno does get tracked. He's going to have to back off of that B site. And again, Destined making a heavy push through B. This one a bit quicker, but Romanov has something to say to it, putting himself on the board, taking out Ziff. Ziff has been largely silenced the last few rounds.
Romanov getting a kill on FGB. Capo taking out Exalt. And this exchange is happening on B is wild.
Romanov stepping up, a stark defense. Simple keeping
Oh,
the train
no.
rolling. Double kill for Simple. He is feeling the groove.
There is a fire right now, a fire burning, and it is called Triumph, and Destined is unfortunately losing the battle against this fire. I don't know. They need to figure something out because right now we have 2 ops on Derek and Simple.
Yeah.
Zeno is a madman. Kappa holding B site is one-tapping Souls.
And then in the round where neither of these four players, other than Simple, make an impact, Romanov steps up with the huge ult, with a huge opening kill. Really good stuff all around from the team.
Oh my goodness.
Simple again finding Ziff. Doesn't matter where he goes, he is going to hunt you down, starting the 7th round with a kill onto Ziff. Ziff again having a tough time getting himself going in this match. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Romanov taking out FGB, and no matter where Destined go, they are finding bullets in their backs.
Deploying drone.
Triumph just has Destined's number right now. They know what they're doing. Oh, Exalt taking out Capo. Site A is open.
And this is the mix-up we did want to see from Destined. The B push is not working out for them. This will have to be a retake from Triumph, though. It is 4v2 with a large HP advantage. Zeno making his way through U-Haul, starts off the ult, gets a free kill for his trouble, throwing out the satchel. Now just 2 left on the side of Destined.
Trying to follow U-Haul kill. Oh, DSR getting zealed through that.
2 for DSR.
Romanov cleaning up and getting the defuse. Wow. You thought it was going Destined's way, but unfortunately, Triumph picks it up and conquers. And now we're heading into round 8.
It is really tough to hold that site against a full buy when you do only have, you know, upgraded pistols, maybe some armor. That is a, you know, no small feat. DSR doing what he can with the Sheriff, but unfortunately not enough. Destined really need to get a foothold in this match, or it is going away from them.
And it's unfortunate because now, you know, there's 2 ops on the side of Triumph. One is hanging out in A, one's hanging out in B.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, guys, what do? We need to bait out the oppers, find out where they're hiding. Exalt is probably gonna be pretty upset if he peeks.
Not gonna have a good time if he looks around that corner. Getting ever closer, decides against it though. He knows.
Oh, good flash.
Great flash coming from Exalt. Derek gonna wall off B, throw out the slow orb towards elbow.
Spike is still in middle, by the way.
Yeah, this is really interesting decision making from Destined. They are, you know, not committing yet to the site despite expending a decent chunk of their utility to do so. They haven't yet made the decision to move towards either site. Now, Ziff is going to be picking up the bomb. It looks like they're gonna start moving towards A, but I don't think this will be too much of a problem for Triumph, simply because it's taken this long for Destined to make this decision.
We're at that 45-second mark, excuse me. Initiations on Ziff, heading into site, smoking off A short.
They do make it onto site. The Spike is going to go down, and Exalt gets the opening kill. This is really important for Destined. Now they just have to hold these positions, and this is a tough site to retake. Coming through heaven, coming through short, no easy task. They are clumped up. Derek gonna get the kill onto Ziff. They are able to start pushing out towards heaven and gaining ground. Dropping down, getting really gutsy. Zeno launching himself up. Oh, and he finds everyone, not able to do much about it. Oh, a rare miss there. Romanov does get DSR and Ziff, but FGB with the response onto Simple and Romanov. Let's see what they can do. Triumph.
Derek, you're a madman.
Absolutely nuts. He's not going to be able to clutch this one. Oh my goodness, Derek.
Derek, please.
Making a statement despite dropping the round. Really excellent stuff from Destined. Really the round they needed to get back in the game.
You know, and that could have been very unfortunate situation for Destined, staying clumped up by that U-Haul. Honestly, you should not stack up like that.
That was a little worrisome.
You know, if Raze had her ult, you know, that could have been bad news bears for Destined. Absolutely. So, honestly, hey, pick your positions, know where you're going to stand. Just don't hang out by each other.
The thing that works for Destined, I think, in that regard, I think 99% of the time I agree with that. But the one time it does work is when your opponent's not expecting it.
Absolutely.
They're thinking, all right, there's going to be one guy in this corner, and then we'll find the rest. But Zeno pops up around that box to find 3 guns pointing at him. So in that instance, it does work out, though not to be replicated.
Yep. And Spike over by Fountain. Ziff hanging out over by Long B, getting some intel. Not getting much.
Destined playing much more patient now. They were a lot quicker with the pushes early on, which weren't working for them. They're kind of half committing to a site and pulling back. Now they're really looking to find an advantage before they commit. It is solo Sova on A site for the side of Triumph. But it looks like that is where the Spike is going. He's not going to find anyone through that teleporter, and now the jig is up. Meanwhile, the Cypher for Triumph is going to come around and start finding these guys out, but Destined has yet to push, and now here comes the rotate from Triumph.
Full-on sprint into A.
Simple close to finding himself a jet. If he's not careful, he is going to back off.
Beelined to B.
What a play. Triumph is up to their games. They have rotated as well, but this completely pulled them off the B site. They're going to have to completely retake it as Destined does get the bomb down. Ziff taking out Capo for the trade of Thifo.
DSR walling off that area and back sight. It will get shot down though. Smoke placed. We do see a rotation by Elbow. They need to watch their flanks. And that ult won't catch anybody. And Derek, my goodness, caught DSR through the wall.
Wow, what did he see there? That is gotta be intuition. Oh, excellent stuff from FGV to get his team going. Ziff closes out the round, 2 in a row for Destined now.
And great stuff from Destined. You know, they've pushed onto A, did a nice little cheeky play to B, and were able to use their utility to delay the retake from Triumph, and were able to catch members in Fatal Funnels and catch them off guard. Honestly, Derek had a great play with that operator, but unfortunately was not enough. And now Destined, I guess they're finding their footing. They're no longer, 0 points on the board, have 2 now.
Triumph almost out of money as well.
Still the first half. A lot of games to play left. Zeno being forceful.
Yeah, getting up real close and personal. Has to back away. See if he gets any damage with the grenade. Nothing doing on the B long push. Both sides going to have to back off a little bit here. Not making their decisions quite yet. Ziff is getting a little risky as DSR pushes through Hookah. Not finding too much resistance yet. Trying to get a cheeky pick. Simple gets us started with an op kill over at Bathrooms, making this all the more a B play for the side of Destined.
And it's very quiet right now. Trying to get as much intel as possible. Don't want to give away too much, though.
Yeah, Destined being really careful about their pushes now, not pushing until they get some sort of advantage onto a site. This one is going to be tough, though. Triumph had to have time to react to this. Ziff going to get out on site, but he's going to have to take someone out if he's going to be safe, and he does. Takes out Romanov back of site as FGB gets a kill as well. Looking even better for Destined.
Simple catching FGB with an ultimate. Wow.
Yeah, absolute snipe coming from Simple. Zeno now making his push through Elbow. We know this guy has entry frags for days. He's going to have to pick up 1 or 2 here to make this work. But he doesn't check that right side. Glances over, doesn't spot anything just yet.
Simple.
Revealing it.
We'll find some intel. That's good to know. And they got a shot too. Ooh, Zeno,
what
great
a
stuff.
flick from Zeno.
The
Gets
patience.
the double onto Ziff. And, but DSR has something to say as well. Picks up the 3K, and now the frags are rolling in for the side of Destined. It did take them a little while to get the momentum going, but now they are off the starting blocks, starting to pad those stats, starting to pad those bank accounts, and the economy looking even more shaky for Triumph.
Wow. That was a great round, honestly. It could have gone either way, honestly. DSR was just quicker on the trigger, and unfortunately, Zeno, too, was caught off guard with that paint canister in hand.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of pushes where one team has a huge advantage over the other. It's really just coming down to these really split, quick-second trades. The executes aren't, pushing either team off. Ooh, Zeno opening up with the ult onto Exalt. They will have to change their minds about looking towards B.
Zeno wasting all utility right there along B.
Yeah, thought Exalt might have backup. Was not the case.
And looks like the rotation might be... No, they're saying...
They thought about it.
They thought about it. They're like, it's too quiet.
Simple said, hey, I hear a Cypher over here. And they're like, probably not.
All right, now we have an even game.
DSR with a clutch res there, but I don't know what they're going to be able to do here. They're so far towards B. If they're going to make an A play, it's got to be now, but they are kind of just stomping their feet a little bit around B, not sure where to get in. The utility will have to start coming out here soon. Not much of a presence towards Hookah for Destined. They need to start gaining some ground.
And I wonder if they heard that ult core being taken. Initiation ult.
And here they come.
Get out of my way.
All 5 pushing out on the site all at once. Smoke's going down. Ziff pops the ult.
Missed,
not
though.
able to get Ziff. Backs out for his trouble.
Zeno taking
Zeno
out Tails. Wow,
takes out the healer.
Battle out.
Oh, Simple again with a clutch kill. Simple has been absolutely ridiculous with his aim on the op and the sheriff so far.
What?
GB gonna take out Romanov. Ziff. Oh, with a triple on the op. Can he make it a quadra? Oh, a really risky peek. Exalt's got his back though. Takes out Simple. 4 in a row now for Destined. This is the best possible scenario for them coming off of that 7-0 deficit. Now they can take this into the half at 7-5. So much more doable than any of the alternatives.
Now, wow, that was a crazy turn of events, and we've seen how Destined's game plan simply changed. You know, at first they were aggressive, and it was not working out for them. They slowed it down, began using their utility, getting as much intel as possible, then pushing forward and holding site really well. So great stuff from Destined, able to pull their bootstraps up and get it going.
It was a really great execute from the side of Destined that round. All of the utility coming in all at once, especially the rolling thunder coming from Destined's breach. Really, really important aspect of that push there. Once again, playing it a little more patiently, not revealing any of their secrets. Does look like DSR can get this foothold out towards Hookah as Ziff takes over long, not bringing the bomb up with them quite yet.
A little pop shots going out, trying to force something out. Smokes are down, and DSR holding that window. Ooh, but getting sprayed to the wall. Derek
doesn't know he's done some damage there yet. But this does look like it will be an A execute now from Destined as they slowly make their way over there.
Ooh, and that was a great turn of events for the side of Destined. Oh, yes, it was. It was great because DSR threw out the Sage slow. It said, hey, they're coming over to B. But in reality, they switched over to A, and they were able to get that kill. But Capo,
almost gets the double over onto Exalt, but Exalt stops him in his tracks. Meanwhile, Derek does take out Ziff, a really important kill to get. And Derek is going to take out DSR. I can't believe DSR didn't check his back.
Romanov getting killed on Exalt.
One left for the side of Destined now. FGB stuck in a bit of a corner here.
The res coming through from Derek.
Will be able to deflate the defuse with... I thought he had the orbital there. There he goes. So yeah, great timing from him, waiting a little more time. Does take the grenade in the face, and they are able actually to get that defuse through the orbital. The orbital not as accurate as he would have hoped.
Yeah, it was just a little bit off, so they were able to stand outside the circle and defuse it while it was happening. So great stuff from Triumph, not giving Destined any more to work with. And now the side switch did occur?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
so
side switch.
We're in round 13 there. And let's see, good for Triumph. I mean, going a 4-round slide for them. It is tough to bring that momentum back regardless of the sides of your lead. So they do get that last round back for the switch. Now it'll be interesting to see their approach to the attacking side. We saw the aggressive plays not really working out for Destined. So we'll see if Triumph responds with aggression of their own or plays a little more patient. Right now they are all towards that A side. Save for the side of Xeno. Xeno going to make some noise here towards B and attract a little bit of the Destined attention as the rest of his team sneaks their way through bathrooms.
And Tuifa holding that A site. Has a great camera in place too. Smokes her out, and they know wall is up.
This is going to be the execute coming through. Thuifo the first to go down to Capo, losing the Cypher duel there for this round. Destined will have to retake here. Triumph looking really strong as Exalt takes out Capo, trading out for Thuifo, but Derek has something to say.
DSR and Exif taking members out on the side of Triumph. DSR holding his backside. Ooh, Exalt taking out Derek. Great gun games happening here in this round. Oh my gosh, Romanov. Absolute crazy.
Last man standing for Triumph, but the other two members of Destined are so low. He just gets to get, there he goes. He just has to get one shot down onto Ziff, but I don't think he has enough time. There's not enough time. No way, Romanov. No way.
Crazy stuff, and clutches it out.
Clutches it out. Absolutely beautiful play and survives the bomb blast as well. Romanov has really been stepping up in these clutch situations. In the rounds where you see Triumph stumble a little bit, if Xeno, doesn't 4K the enemy team, Romanov gets really, really crucial, consistent kills. Excellent play.
We saw Romanov get a kill with the Headshot Classic, got a kill with that Molly, and then got a kill through the smoke onto Ziff. So Romanov popping off right now, especially with that score line. Great stuff from Triumph. 9-4 here, top 8.
Destined playing really far up on B, not sitting back whatsoever. They're going to meet this challenge head on. Xeno a little bit up to their games, throwing out some bombs. Recon drone will spot out Ziff. He's going to have to get on out of there. But still playing so far up is FGB. He does get taken out for it. Wow. Oh, and Simple snipes Ziff as well. DSR not able to get any revenge, so the aggressive defense from Destined not paying off on this second round of the second half.
Absolutely. DSR was a bit aggressive there, pushing up through that connector at Long B. Very unfortunate, especially as a stage. You want to play more back, use those slow orbs and utility. But, Triumph wins it out. Spike will go down. And it's going to be a very sticky situation for Destined, down 3 members, while Triumph has all 5.
Yeah, just going to have to look for some cheeky exit frags here. Not any hope of a retake. But Triumph now getting the ball rolling once again at the start of a half. Destined again forced to make a response and try to change around the tides. Oh, it looks like they're actually going to get a little aggressive here. Oh, no way!
What?
Tuifo!
That was a double kill.
Tuifo, what?
That was one shot, 2 kills.
Shot a member of Destined through the head of another member of Destined. Absolutely nutty stuff from Tuifo. Only 6 kills, but all 6 kills have been really exciting.
That was actually amazing to see. You're like, what just happened? But Triumph gonna take that win, 10-4 now, quarterfinals. And we see All Out Buy coming in on the side of Destined. They gotta hold this round if they want to make it through.
Yes, this should do.
Because right now, it's cutting it close.
Yeah, Destined running out of rounds to play with here. When you are down, I believe it was 8-4 at the half, you really need to come out swinging. Unable to do so for Destined. Meanwhile, Triumph is going to push really quickly onto this A site. Smoke's going down the room, but not going to find anybody. But they are going to take hold. But Destined is right there to meet them, so it will be interesting to see. Exalt does get the starter as Ziff does get the second kill for the side of Destined. Looking like a solid defense, and Triumph forced to rotate over to B through teleporter, but Destined is up to their game, will meet them there. Exalt takes out Xeno over on A site, just 2 left for the side of Triumph, and this is what we're saying Destined needed. They needed the tides to change, and this round, in the 15th round, is where they're going to do it.
Simple getting kill Exalt.
No
Double kill.
way.
Wow, absolute great stuff from Simple. Staying calm, cool, collected. Oh, but unfortunately, DSR getting that kill on Simple. Spike is down. And Ziff jets up, gets that kill onto Romanov, and gives, just to make sure, hey, you never know.
Double tap.
Double
Make sure
tap.
he's dead.
Absolutely. And we'll get the defuse, and Destined will win this round, making it 10-5.
Yeah, Triumph certainly didn't make it easy for them, but the aggressive play from Triumph not paying off.
Not paying
this
off,
time.
absolutely. A little bit too aggressive. 2 members pushing through U-Haul, through a smoke. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Forcing your way through there. Like, I get it. You're riding high.
Yeah.
You're feeling good. But, you still got to play smart.
Yeah, you can't run and gun just quite yet. This isn't, an unrated game against 5 randos. This is Destined. This team has been in the grand finals of this tournament multiple times. They are a team that demands respect, and they will get back on the board for the second half. Meanwhile, Ziff is going to be aggressive here towards Bathroom. Thinks a little bit better of it. Takes his scope towards A short, see what he can spot. Meanwhile, Xeno does push straight up through Hookah towards B, trying to gain some of Destined's attention to pull away the heat from his team, but Destined not falling for it quite yet.
So, you know, watching that window, looking for a peek.
DSR, you are getting a little cheeky.
Prepare for hellfire.
And push coming through from showers. Oh my goodness, and
Oh,
great
so
pre-fire.
close.
Just great pre-fire from the side of Triumph.
DSR so aggressive through bathrooms. You know, like we were saying, usually as the Sage, you want to play a little safer, but DSR pushing head first through for his team, does get a couple kills, is eventually traded out, but Triumph here trying to get something back.
And they're pinging out Spike, saying, hey guys, it's right here.
Oh, Exalt unable to get the spray down there. Destined might just hold on to this defuse. They are able to get it. Exalt with the triple kill there. Really strong stuff from Destined now.
Destined picking it up, staying in the fight, not giving up, doing a great job. So good stuff. 10-6 now. And we can, man, I really hope we go into overtime. I'm not gonna lie.
Little too early for that. Little too
I
early.
mean, I hope.
I'm gonna hold off till something like 10-10 to say, hey, this might go to overtime. I'm not trying to
You
caster's
never
curse
know.
anybody on Destined. You know, I don't want them pinging me on Discord after the game.
Why did you
like,
say this?
Why'd you jinx me, dude? You know, because I would do the exact same thing. So I'm just gonna say Destined doing well thus far, but they are not
Ooh,
out
Ziv
of the
has
woods
an
yet.
op.
Oh no!
I knew it. I knew it.
No
Another
way.
throw, but got Ziv.
Oh my
Madman.
gosh.
Madman.
So Ziff just won the 17th round.
Yes.
Count it.
Yes.
Ziff
Yes.
playing out of his gourd now. He's got something to prove.
I saw that too. I was like, okay, there's 2 dots, and they're gonna be very upset.
Some disappointed dots coming across Ziff's screen. Excellent start for that round, of course, picking up the 4K, now solidifying himself as the top fragger in this match.
And look at that. They started off, you know, low, and now they're evening out, bringing that economy up. You know, Exalt has 5,600, has enough credits, and good stuff from Destined.
And this is so much more doable now for Destined. You know, where they're at 7-0 at the start of this game. We're at 10-7. Not a lot of people would have been able to persevere through a deficit like that. A lot of teams write the game off at a point like that.
And that's a crazy angle for that camera.
It's really smart. Really tough to spot out as well.
Molly gonna zone out that window at Hookah. Hunter's Fury's released. Won't
Not
catch
able
anything.
to find anyone out. They are throwing some of the utility down on B, but Destined does have the response ready. Will be interesting. Smoke's coming down. Ziff pushes out onto site, looking to get the first pick. Isn't able to pick it up yet. Tries to get a peek. That was so close.
That was
not
really
getting
close.
through the wall. Sticking with this line of sight. Meanwhile, Thweefo backs him up, but Zeno and Capo doing more damage. Thweefo gets a triple kill. Only 2 left on the side of Triumph.
And just like that, 30 seconds left. Spike has not been planted yet, by the way.
Triumph need to make a play here if they want any chance of winning this round. Otherwise, it's going to go 10-8 for Destined. Oh, and Thweefo,
He's
the
gonna get the ace.
assassin.
Oh, he got the ace.
The ace for Thweefo. Thweefo playing absolutely nutty. He was at one point on the bottom of the scoreboard of this map. No longer for Thweefo. Coming absolutely clutch for Destined, bringing them within 2.
So if you're Triumph right now, what are you telling yourself?
That's a great question.
What are you telling yourself?
What you need to ask is you need to ask a like college football coach. Like if you go down 40 points in halftime, what do you tell your team? You know, you got to give one of those epic speeches. But by the way, you've only got 20 seconds between rounds to do so. So good luck.
And
Ziff
here we are. Oh my
getting
gosh.
cheeky.
He knows. He just knows.
Oh, mind reading. No way. Oh, they were so close to a collat. I can't believe they're still over here.
Oh my
Ziff
goodness.
is absolutely nuts. He does get flashed and runs away. Not able to get killed there. He has the ult ready if he wants to keep going for it, but Triumph runs away from the guy who is absolutely slaughtering their team.
Ziff just knew. He just knew.
Telepathic.
He just knew. And just like that,
Oh my
flawless
goodness.
victory from Destined.
Ace
Ziff,
from Thweefo,
4.
4K from Ziff. absolutely nuts play from Destined. Some hero action, not going to be counted out of this game. They are within one.
So this is the game plan. The game plan was get Ziff and Op.
By Ziff and Op.
Okay. This is our what's the word that I'm looking for? This is our
Strategy map clipboard.
win
Chalkboard.
conditions. This is our win
conditions.
Our win condition.
I thought he was trying to write on something.
I'm trying to write it out. Win condition. Get Ziff and Op.
Yes, get Ziff and Op and let him go crazy aggressive. Just push into the face of Triumph. Triumph having a tough time dealing with this guy, but they are getting a lot of ground towards A bathrooms. Destined looking really clumped up A short, and DSR does trade out Xeno for Exalt, but Triumph is getting a quick push onto the site. They are going to take the site. Ziff gets himself to a better position, takes out Romanov. Ziff absolutely feeling himself, does get finally taken down, and this is actually a much better position for Triumph. They are going to get the res for a 4v2. This will be a really difficult retake for Destined if they want to attempt it.
Tweefo.
I will do my best.
Ooh, and Simple taking out FGB, holding that nice little corner. And that spike is counting down. Destined. All it has is Tweefo.
No more charges left.
I think, according to chat, it would be Thwifo?
Thwifo.
Thwifo.
If it's Thwifo, it's Thwifo.
Thwifo. Thank you,
But
chat.
Thwifo is going to head on back, save,
Thinks better of it this time, says, I'm probably not going to get the ace this time.
and Triumph finally taken a dub.
Yeah, so back and forth now is this match. Both teams swinging momentum around. I mean, I would say at both times, there's been multiple times in this game where teams are starting to run away with it, you know, starting to rack up multiple rounds in a row. So really, really tough stuff from them mentally. Really awesome resilience to see. Now Triumph again with a 2-round lead. They need to take out, though, this full buy from Destined, and then they need to do it again next round as well. So no easy task, as Ziff does have the op towards A side on Heaven. He will be in a good position to catch out this push from Bathrooms, as it looks like Triumph is wholly committed. Xeno always the lone man towards B, trying to get position. Destined has responded really aggressively with their positioning. The smoke coming down is going to cut Ziff out of the action. Meanwhile, the Hellfire goes down onto DSR. He has to run away quickly, but Ziff backs him up on Romanov. DSR does eventually get taken out by Capo, but Ziff is still alive there in Heaven. They will try to slow orb him out of there. Triumph not having the bomb. They do have the site, but not having the bomb. Meanwhile, Duifo is coming around with a really sneaky flank through Bathrooms here.
Simple taking members out. Ziff holding that ultimate in Heaven. Ooh, it tagged only down to 8 health. Derek taking out Thwifo.
He's being absolutely crazy with this ult, but I think he's going to have to back out of it this time. Only 8 HP. Does get the kill onto Derek because he's absolutely insane as Ziff, but no time left for him to clutch it out. Now we are on to match point with Triumph. Destined here going to have to show the utmost of their resilience. They want to stay in this game.
It can still happen. It can still happen. But definitely Triumph won that exchange and used the utility to smoke out Heaven, along with using that Brimstone ult to force DSR out of U-Haul, which I'm surprised he made it out of U-Haul after taking all that damage.
Yeah, he had something like 16 HP left. And I think the key to that round was this was the first round in a few rounds that we saw Ziff actually playing a backed up position. He wasn't going full face first into the enemy team with that op, and that actually played to their detriment. So look how much more aggressive he's being towards Bathroom. He is so close to sighting.
Oh, they know. They know.
Yeah, they're going to spot him out with this camera there. He is going to have to back up. No, he's going to stick around. Never deterred is Ziff. He says, look, I know you see me, but I've got a bigger gun. Does eventually back off to A site. Triumph reconsidering their commitment to the A side. Xeno again is the lone man on the side of B for Triumph. They are not really down with the B side. haven't pulled, I think, a single
haven't.
execute
Nope.
towards there. So really, really sticking to the A side. I'm surprised we haven't seen the response from Destined. Ziff, though, is the one-man army holding A, and now this is the push coming out for Triumph. Romanov opens it up on the DSR, a huge hit. No healer left for Destined. Spike goes down. Exalt trying to get his foot into the site, but Triumph able to get their positioning before anyone from Destined says to stop them.
And great use of utility from Triumph, just closing off any point of view for these members on the side of Destined. They can't see the spike. They can't see any members. They have no intel. Ooh, they're getting that kill on Exalt. FGV catching Romanov. Dwifo getting Xeno. And this is a very close one.
Oh, man. It could go either way, but Ziff is now the lone man standing. He's getting a little aggro, but Triumph does take it 13-9 over Destined. Honestly, could have been a lot worse on the side of Destined. They did go down 7-0 early on. Really, really strong stuff from Triumph. Now, again, like you said before this game started, Destined is a team that has earned a lot of respect in this competition. So for Triumph to, I'd consider it an upset for Triumph to come in and pull that 13-9 win. So really, really great stuff for them.
Oh, it was looking pretty grim for Destined at the very beginning. Not going to lie, I'm not going to front.
Yeah.
But Destined, they found their footing. Unfortunately, it was a little too late.
It was a little too late.
Like a little too late.
Your MVP is going to be Ziff, though, with the high combat score of 338. To no one's surprise, really, this guy was the driving factor for Destined, pushing so aggressively with the op on defense, and that was the real X factor for Destined in the defending rounds that they won.
Absolutely.
Was Ziff not being afraid to play, gutsy with the op, because it caught Triumph off guard every time, getting some sick collat kills. So really, really awesome stuff for all the players involved. We have Destined being knocked out by Triumph. Triumph moving on now to, I believe, the quarterfinals.
Semifinals.
Semifinals, excuse me.
They will be playing Sweet Bonanza.
Sweet Bonanza, a returning team to the VSS. They made it... Let's see.
They made top 32 last
32
week.
last
for sure,
week.
for sure. And then they made top 32. And at the other side of the bracket, we have Rolled versus Grab or Now facing it out on the other side of semifinals. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Let y'all get your Red Bulls, refill up on snackies, and then we'll be right back with more Valorant Sunday Showdown action. See ya.